The story begins with Jonathan Shale, a battle-hardened mercenary deep in the sweltering, overgrown heart of Cuba. His world is defined by calculated risks, precision, and life-or-death missions. Leading an elite, tightly knit team of ex-military specialists, including the stoic and dependable Rem, the tech-savvy Holland, and the resourceful Wellman, Shale is in the midst of a dangerous narcotics exchange. The mission, like most of Shale's carefully orchestrated endeavors, is executed with cold, almost mechanical efficiency. His team operates as a perfectly synchronized unit, accustomed to operating in the moral gray areas, far beyond conventional laws. But even for men like Shale, who has built a career on controlling chaos, the very ground beneath his feet is about to shift profoundly. His meticulously constructed world, governed by clear objectives, is on the precipice of colliding head-on with a far more complex, insidious, and personal kind of war back home. One that will challenge not just his skills, but his very soul. No sooner does Shale return to the States than his life takes an abrupt and jarring turn. He receives a distressed call from Jane Hetzko, his girlfriend, a dedicated and passionate history teacher at Columbus High School in Miami. Her voice is laced with a raw, undeniable fear, signaling something far beyond the usual stress of inner-city education. This isn't just about unruly students. This is about outright physical danger. Jane has been tirelessly working to bring about positive change at Columbus High School, a school plagued with rampant gang activity and open drug dealing. Her unwavering dedication had attracted the dangerous attention of the school's dominant gang, the Kings of Destruction, led by the ruthless and intelligent Juan Lacas. Lacas is a senior student whose youthful appearance belied a cold, calculating mind.
Yeah, well, you're no person to me, bitch, right? So back the fuck off. Because if you don't...
If I don't, what?
Fucking wish you did.
On her way home, Jane is ambushed and savagely beaten. Her leg intentionally broken in a chilling act of intimidation. The message is stark, direct, and terrifying. Back off or face far worse consequences. When Shale sees Jane in the hospital, something deep within him snaps. The sight of her broken body ignites a cold, shimmering rage. This isn't about a professional contract. This is intensely personal. His world, which thrives on its own brutal brand of order and justice, has been violated in the most intimate way. He realizes that the violence he usually confronts in distant war zones has now reached his own doorstep, directly threatening someone he cares deeply about. For Jonathan Shale, that is an unforgivable transgression. His immediate instinct is not to heal, but to hunt, not to meditate, but to retaliate, with overwhelming force. Driven by an insatiable need for answers and retribution, Shale devises an audacious plan. He can't simply walk into Columbus High with guns blazing. That would only escalate the situation and endanger Jane further. He needs to infiltrate the system, to understand the enemy from within. His solution? He'll go undercover, posing as a substitute teacher, stepping into the chaotic, unpredictable world of Columbus High School.
So I need a teaching certificate. And put me on the computer at the school registry by tomorrow morning. Oh, Rem, give me some good academic credentials. I mean good ones. Yeah, whatever. Name, something unusual. Smith. James Smith.
For a man who routinely handles explosive devices, the idea of facing a classroom full of unruly, defiant teenagers is, ironically, almost as daunting. His first day in the classroom is an immediate, shocking revelation. This isn't just an unruly school. It's a lawless zone. Students openly mock him, challenge his authority, and engage in rampant disruptive behavior without fear of consequence.
Michael Davis.
Hey, yo, y'all seen Michael, man? Oh, that's right. He in the hallway rubbing on your mom's booty, man.
He witnesses drug dealing happening openly. He quickly identifies the core of the problem, the powerful, intimidating Kings of Destruction gang, who operate with complete impunity. Their leader is Juan Lacas. whose seemingly calm exterior hides a cold, calculating mind and an iron grip over his crew. Lacas runs the school like his personal fiefdom. Shale, however, isn't just any substitute teacher. He's a master of tactical psychology, a man who understands human behavior under duress. He doesn't resort to conventional classroom discipline, which he quickly recognizes would be useless. Instead, he seamlessly applies his honed military tactics and psychological warfare to the classroom. He subtly disarms a student.
Clean it up, Tay.
Hey, knock that nigga out, my nigga. Fuck you, man.
Makes an object vanish as if by magic, and uses the element of surprise to shut down a loudmouth.
Superman shit somewhere else.
It's impolite to stick your finger in somebody's chest. Would you like it if I did that to you? All right, hand over the ice pick, please.
He leverages his imposing presence and unnervingly calm gaze to establish an unspoken yet absolute authority. His methods are unorthodox, brutal in their effectiveness, but undeniably effective. He transforms the chaotic classroom into an almost eerily quiet, disciplined space, earning a grudging respect from some students and a deep, simmering, dangerous resentment from Lacas and his crew, who recognize a new formidable force has entered their domain. As Shale continues his undercover mission, observing the dynamics within Columbus High, he begins to see that the school's pervasive problems run far deeper than mere student delinquency. The other teachers are clearly terrified, reluctant to challenge the gang's dominance, their efforts undermined.
Excuse me, what is the KOD?
The Kings of Destruction are the top gang in the school.
Posse, please. You're so unhip.
Could they possibly have been responsible for what happened to Miss Hetzko?
It's possible.
And then there's Principal Claude Roll. On the surface, Roll is a charismatic, smooth-talking administrator, seemingly concerned with the school's image. But Shale, with his sharp instincts for deception, senses something profoundly wrong. Roll's dismissive attitude towards the rampant gang problem, his almost too calm demeanor amidst the chaos, raises glaring red flags. It screams of complicity, of a hidden agenda.
Give a little demonstration. Power perceived. It's power achieved.
Far more insidious than simple incompetence. Shale shifts his focus from maintaining order to actively and aggressively investigating the full scope of the corruption. He leverages every single one of his covert skills, honed in the darkest corners of the world. He moves like a phantom, planting miniature listening devices. He painstakingly analyzes financial records that don't quite add up. What he uncovers confirms his gravest suspicions. Lacas isn't just a powerful gang leader, he's running a massive, sophisticated drug operation, cleverly using the school as a central hub for distribution. Even more chillingly, Shale unearths undeniable evidence that Principal Roll is not just aware of it, but he's actively and deeply involved. He is the true architect behind this entire criminal enterprise.
Today, after the faculty meeting,
The puppet master pulling the strings, corrupting the very institution meant to educate and protect these innocent children. The man who should be their guardian has become their greatest predator. The full, horrifying scope of the situation becomes clear to Shale. Principal Roll and Lacas are not just operating a drug ring at the school. They are cynically and ruthlessly exploiting the students themselves, turning them into unwitting and often unwilling pawns in their illicit drug trade. Young, impressionable, and often desperate students are being used as mules, forced to distribute narcotics both within the school's overcrowded corridors and far beyond its walls. It's a calculated, depraved abuse of authority, preying on the desperation, poverty, and profound vulnerability of these inner-city youth, twisting their futures. The school, far from being a sanctuary, is a veritable prison of sorts. Its students trapped in a dangerous, inescapable cycle of crime and exploitation. The ultimate, most sickening culmination of Shale's investigation leads him to a truly shocking discovery. The primary drug laboratory, the very heart of the illicit operation, is hidden directly beneath the school itself. During the school equipment donation event, Shale attempts to confide in Daryl Sherman, hinting at Roll's involvement. Sherman, still trusting his principal, initially denies Shale's discovery. accusing him of lying to smear Roll for racist reasons.
Politics. Every time you got a black man running for office trying to make a change, you got a white man trying to run him down.
He's unwilling to believe the man he respects could be so corrupt. However, fate intervenes with a brutal and undeniable revelation. Later, as Daryl Sherman and a female student, Lisa Rodriguez, are leaving campus, they inadvertently witness the extent of the drug operation firsthand. They see large quantities of drugs being loaded into one of the school buses. They're spotted by the dealers, and a terrifying chase ensues. In a desperate and heroic act of self-sacrifice, Sherman hides Lisa, Maria Celadonio.
Whatever happens, stay put.
Mr. Sherman.
No, listen. Tell Smith. Tell him everything, okay?
Under a stairwell, urging her to warn Shale and Jane. He then deliberately creates a distraction, drawing the dealer's attention away from Lisa, knowing full well the fatal consequences of his brave action. Daryl Sherman pays the ultimate price for his discovery.
I look at you and you know what I see? I see me when I was young and stupid. I see me when I was soft. And that just don't cut it.
The next day, the school is tense. Shale is out, and Jerome Brown, one of his students, is running the class. Lisa Rodriguez, shaken but resolute, comes to the classroom specifically looking for Shale. Realizing the urgency of her message about Mr. Sherman's sacrifice, Jerome takes her directly to Jane's house, where he knows Shale will eventually return. Unbeknownst to them, Principal Roll, aware of Shale's connection to Jane, has already sent Juan Lacas and his thugs to infiltrate Jane's apartment. Shale returns to Jane's apartment, entering a deadly ambush. After successfully killing one thug and incapacitating another, he's overcome by the remaining gang members. He gets caught and tased, leaving him vulnerable and at the mercy of Lacas. It's during this tense standoff that Juan realizes Shale is not merely a teacher, but a highly dangerous mercenary. As a neighbor's unexpected knock on the door provides a crucial distraction, Shale seizes the opportunity. He stabs the thug holding him down and swiftly shoots the other two remaining thugs. With his thugs eliminated, Juan Lacas grabs Jane and holds a gun to her head, using her as a human shield, demanding Shale drop his weapon. The standoff is agonizingly tense. Just as Juan is about to shoot, in a moment of chilling triumph, Jerome, who had been tied up on the couch with Lisa, manages to break free enough to grab a dropped gun from one of the fallen thugs. With remarkable courage, Jerome shoots Juan Lacas from behind, ending the brutal hostage situation, and saving Jane's life. In the immediate aftermath, Lisa, still reeling from the trauma, quickly explains to Shale what happened at the school with Mr. Sherman.
Raleigh was bringing in dope on buses and storing it in the boiler room. Mr. Sherman, he led them away from me so they wouldn't find me. And then that's when they killed him.
Confirming the full extent of Roll's and Lacas' operation and Daryl's sacrifice. Armed with this definitive knowledge, and with Juan Lacas dead, Shale takes the next decisive step. He sends a chilling message to Principal Roll. A car containing the bodies of Juan and his thugs is delivered directly to Roll's primary drug operation zone, with an ominous message on the windshield, signaling that the hunter has become the hunted. The war for Columbus High reaches its explosive climax on the school grounds. Now understanding that the school is being used as the primary distribution center, Shale and his team, including Rem, Holland, Wellman, and Joey Six, deploy to dismantle Roll's entire criminal enterprise. This isn't a school anymore. It's a full-blown war zone.
That's far enough right there, Rolay.
Take it easy. Just want to make a deal.
Your deal sucks, Mr. Principal.
Okay, then tell us your terms.
Quite simple. I want it all.
They face a multitude of enemies. The remaining Kings of Destruction gang members, Johnny Glades, a crime lord who wants his stolen money back from the previously busted drug deal, and a rival mercenary company led by John Janus, hired by Principal Roll to protect his assets. Amidst the furious chaos, Rem is tragically shot during the intense confrontation on the school roof. Severely wounded by a thug, Rem makes the ultimate sacrifice. With a final defiant act, he unpins a grenade, utters a chilling boom, and detonates it, taking himself and the armed thug who shot him, ensuring they don't threaten his team further. This selfless act underscores the brutal cost of Shale's mission. The battle rages on, culminating in a series of direct confrontations. Shale systematically eliminates the various threats. He and Joey 6 engage in fierce combat, taking down the remaining dealers, Gladesmen, and Janice's mercenaries. The school is utterly transformed into a battlefield, cleansed by fire and fury. Ultimately, Shale confronts and defeats Principal Claude Roll himself. Shale and Joey 6 emerge as the sole survivors of this brutal cleansing war, having eliminated all the major players in Roll's criminal enterprise. In the chaotic, yet ultimately purifying aftermath of the battle, Columbus High School begins its arduous, long road to recovery. The pervasive drug operation is irrevocably dismantled, its influence broken, the gang's iron grip on the student body is shattered, and the corrupt leadership is exposed. The school, once a grim symbol of urban decay, now has an actual, tangible chance at renewal. Students once trapped in a suffocating cycle of fear can now, hesitantly, begin to see a glimmer of genuine hope for a future free from exploitation. Jane Hetzko, though still recovering, actively and tirelessly participates in the school's rehabilitation efforts, a powerful testament to her unwavering dedication. Shale, having completed his brutal yet necessary mission, quietly withdraws. He's not a hero in the conventional sense, nor does he seek public recognition. He's simply a man who brought his unique, uncompromising brand of justice to a place where the established system had utterly and catastrophically failed. His deeply personal vendetta for Jane and Rem intertwined seamlessly with a large, more profound purpose, leading to the violent cleansing of a school and the restoration of a fragile, nascent hope for its students. He leaves behind not just a cleared-out building purged of its criminal element, but the very real possibility of a true education, a genuine future, for those he protected with such brutal efficiency. He remains the silent guardian, a force of unconventional justice, a shadowy figure who intervened when all else crumbled, leaving a cleaner, albeit scarred, path for others to rebuild. The Substitute is far more than just an action thriller. It's a raw, unflinching look at the devastating failures of societal institutions when confronted by entrenched corruption and overwhelming despair. It plunges into the grim reality of inner-city schools, plagued by gang violence and drug proliferation. And, in its own controversial way, it argues for the necessity of bold, even ruthless action when conventional methods prove tragically insufficient. It serves as a powerful, unsettling reminder that sometimes the most effective, albeit unconventional, solutions come from the most unexpected places, from individuals who are willing to operate far outside the established norms and rules, who are willing to embrace morally ambiguous paths to achieve a greater good. And ultimately, it highlights the profound, lasting impact that dedicated individuals, willing to push boundaries, challenge the corrupt, and fight for the vulnerable, can truly have on the lives and futures of those who are most in need of a champion. This has been our deep dive into the intense, action-packed, and thought-provoking world of The Substitute. What did you think about Jonathan Shale's unconventional methods? And do you believe his brutal approach was justified given the circumstances? Share your comments and insights below. We'd love to hear your perspective. And if you want more action-packed recaps and deep dives into the movies that challenge our perception of justice and heroism, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video.